How to measure your blood oxygen level with the Apple Watch Series 6. The new pulse oximeter in the Apple Watch Series 6 can detect if you are getting enough oxygen to the right places. Apple has your health in mind when it comes to the Apple Watch, which is why the Series 6 can now measure your blood oxygen level with its built-in pulse oximeter. This technology can tell if you are getting enough oxygen to your brain and other vital organs. More specifically, the sensor measures the percentage of oxygen your red blood cells carry from your lungs to the rest of the body. Why is that important? A low percentage of oxygen in the blood can be a sign of pulmonary or cardiac issue or other related problem. This type of measurement is especially important with the COVID-19 pandemic since people with severe complications can have low blood oxygen levels. The Series 6 oximeter can also take readings during the night in order to track other issues such as sleep apnea. How it works? The oximeter uses your watch built-in blood oxygen app, which you can use to manually trigger an on-demand blood oxygen check. However, your watch can also conduct periodic background readings over the course of the day. The blood oxygen sensor is composed of four LED clusters and four photodiodes integrated into the back of your watch case. The green, red, and infrared LEDs shine light onto the blood vessels in your wrist, while the photodiodes assess the amount of light reflected back. The technology then detects the color of your blood as a sign of how much oxygen is present. In general, a normal or safe blood oxygen level should be somewhere between 95 and 100%. Although your mileage may vary slightly, consistent readings less than 90% are considered low and potential sign of some underlying condition. A medical warning: though Apple has made some definite strides positioning its smartwatch as a health device, keep in mind that Apple is not a doctor and the watch is still a consumer device. Even Apple says the blood oxygen app measurements are not intended for medical use, including self-diagnosis or consultation with a doctor, and are only designed for general fitness and wellness purposes. That means the reading you get from a sensor like watch pulse oximeter shouldn't be taken as 100% accurate and reliable medical diagnosis. You may get inconsistent readings, or you may get a low reading if you are in a low oxygen environment such as high altitude. Instead, you should use such measurements such as a warning sign, especially if your readings are consistently low, rather than trying to self-diagnose based on the readings. You will want to check with your doctor for further testing and examination. Turn on blood oxygen measurements. To set up the blood oxygen sensor, open the watch app on your iPhone and tap the setting for blood oxygen. Turn on the switch for blood oxygen measurement if it's not already on. Next, you can control when the sensor takes background readings. Since the blood oxygen measurements use a bright and red light that shines against your wrist, you may want to turn these features off in certain situations to avoid distractions. Under the allow background measure section, you can turn off the switch for in sleep mode and in theater mode to ensure the light doesn't bother you or others when sleeping or in a dark room. Okay, you can also control the settings directly from the Apple Watch. On your watch, you go to setting blood oxygen. Here you can turn the sensor on and off or enable or disable in sleep mode or in theater mode. Take a reading. To take an on-demand reading, open the blood oxygen app on your watch. The icon is a white circle with red and blue curved lines around the center. The first time you lines around the center, it starts by displaying some tips to